Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since my last video, so I'm gonna quickly show you what's the current outlook for this week. As we can see, we just have Trump speaking at 4 p.m. today. Nothing till Tuesday. This is a CPI week, so we treat it like a very low probability scenario till Wednesday. Then after Wednesday CPI, we have Tuesday unemployment claims and Friday, usually presenting low resistance liquidity run. So I do expect a little bit of confusion maybe in the first 2 days, and then you know nice price action going from Wednesday. So let's go over the chart, and you can see my chart is pretty naked right now. I only have a few gaps, which are the February monthly open and the monthly open from March. I'm missing the January one, so I'm gonna plot that on the chart too. Probably it's gonna overlap with one of these ones. There we go. So this is the yearly open. So I'm gonna make it with a different color because this is a little bit more relevant as it's the yearly. So there we go. So new year, what we can see, price being very high resistance, liquidity. We made an accumulation, we manipulated, we displaced lower. On March, again, we did an accumulation here, we manipulate again, and we continue lower. So overall, we are in a very bearish scenario where prices keeps taking the lows and keeps displacing lower, but in a high resistance liquidity. So we can see how we swap buy side liquidity here, and then we displace lower. We swapped buy side liquidity here, and then we swap lower. So very nice delivery. Well, to be honest, it's not really nice because it takes so many candles to displace, but it's still a nice market. Then, of course, if we keep going lower, the question would be where can we go to? And this would be my answer for you. We do have equal lows resting below these ones, so I would like price to continue through these areas here in the long term. If price keeps moving this way, so maybe after price reach these areas, we might get some little shifts. But for now, that's pretty much what I'm seeing. So, this is the new week opening gap. I'm gonna put an anatomy level without the levels and with the purple on the top and the low. So that being said, I'm gonna be bearish this week. I do want to see if price wants to rebalance this new week opening up, or if it doesn't want to. We're gonna use this as a catalyst for understanding bias. Again, we are dancing around many wicks right now. So we have all these wicks here that are incorporating prices. So we have buy side and sell side delivery. So price is probably going to struggle to come back up. I'm not really looking for any sort of longs till price actually show that it wants to go to the other side. So again, really bearish. We have an order block here, really strong order block that comes with liquidity and big displacement with the new week opening up. So I'm looking at that and I'm thinking about how bearish price is. So daily order block. So this is my sidelines level. So if price goes through that and displays higher, then of course we're gonna have higher prices. But right now, this is pretty much my view. So going forward, what are my expectations and what I want to see this week? Well, again, okay, this was confusing me. Like I was like, okay, not sure. Okay, so as you can see, levels are on the chart. On the 4 hour, we do see that price did a nice rejection from this inversion that created here in this market maker sell model. Couldn't close above the 50% and continue lower, giving us a quick shift. And then yesterday just melted without any possibility of getting in this short. as price was very um, bearish. But not only that, it happened on the new week opening up gap. So it happened on the weekends. So again, pretty bearish. This is the monthly open. So we can see how price went lower, went higher, went lower. Now question is, can we continue lower? So I'm gonna be looking for this new week opening up to give us bearish opportunities coupled with this order block on the daily. If we don't see that and we see price getting stronger and balancing this new week opening up and keeps going higher, then of course we can shift that bias. But for now, I would highly suggest to just keep following that one. So in the again on the 4 hour, nothing really nothing really good. We had this break below the 4 hour low after price did a break to the upside. That was a more like an internal break, as we do have this one and this one, but we can still count this as another break. So we had a break up, breakdown. Is this gonna continue lower? We don't know, but technically we trust that as a opportunity to continue lower, and still we have these gaps to confirm it. So what's going on here? A lot of buys are resting above that high. As we can see, we had an SMT VDS that made this high a long-term high. Now we had this breakthrough, and on ES we still have the same new week opening gap that was not tapped yet. Oh no, yeah, it was. So we have that little bit stronger ES today. As Nasdaq still couldn't have the new week opening up. So I want to see what happens here. Technically speaking, we should keep going lower. We don't have any kind of SMT as of yet. So as you can see, no SMT shown in these price lags. Um, really nothing really clean. We might have something here, but that was not in today's price action. So that's pretty much what I'm focusing on. This is my question: like, can we actually go for that buy, sir, or is this just um, a long-term high? Okay, so that's my question for now. Still, this is a very bearish price lag. This is the last order block that was created before the drop, and price is still below the 50% of all this range. So we are very discount. Doesn't really mean that we are gonna keep going higher though. Okay. So that being said, let's go over the 5 minute and let's check this PA. So again, this PA, we have the open price mix 7 a.m. and here starts the liquid part, which is Asia session, and goes through this low. So here we have Asia session, very directional Asia session. Um, Not my favorite, but still it gives us many clues because now we are above price is bearish, and it's leaving Asia low below with the midnight open just still below market prices. So this is a very nice confluence for bearish price action when we have a previous day bearish and price opening. It already took previous day low, so we don't have that target anymore, but we still have that Asia session, which is a good opportunity. If we extend the Asia session, we can see that we went from the 1 and we rejected 1.5 still above us. So if we can keep this price action and these lags, I would really like to see if we can get any structure, um, any lower prices from that. So this is the last leg that did the break. So we have an accumulation here, and the price is still trading above it. Very consolidating price here. And this is probably coming from the 4 hour candle, which did open here low, So this is our 4-hour candle, and this is the break it date. You could potentially use this one. Um, me, just for completeness sake, like I'm just gonna keep it there because it makes more sense to me. But yeah, this is the bullish 4-hour candle we're having on the 4-hour chart. 2 a.m. is right here, so you need the open. That's the open. Okay, 2 a.m. So that may help you because now I'm framing how I see the candle on the 4 hours. So this is basically just the 4-hour candle that we left behind us. So this is the body. Well, technically the body will be closing here and opening here. So this is the body, and those were the wicks. So now we have this being a very bullish candle, and price displacing through it. So when we open, price did take the high? No. Did take the low? No. So we are in this range where either the high and the low are not taken. So now, as we can use the daily candles today because we are really far, our question will be, okay, where is our next draw? So we either take this one or we either take this one. So what's more likely gonna happen? Well, technically for me, I would really enjoy to see price going for the highs because it will be also rebalancing the new week opening up, which will be aligned with pretty much the expectation I have for the day. Because if I want to short, I only can short from the new week opening up, and if I want to buy, technically, I should wait for price to bounce from the new week opening up. So I'm not really looking for any buy, but let's say we leave this equal lows here, right? Okay, so right now we leave this equal lows, we leave this trend line liquidity, and we leave Asia lows. Okay, coupled with midnight equal lows too, because that's pretty much what that is. And so we could potentially frame. Now we don't have an SMT, or otherwise we would be already in it. But we could potentially frame a trade like this one when we get the sweep at maybe 9 a.m. and at 10 we do have that confirmation. We close a bearish candle on the 4-hour, and then we can get the continuation to continue lower. So that will be a nice scenario. Another scenario that could happen, we'll see price going lower, maybe tapping the lower part of the 4-hour candle, maybe sweeping it too. Technically sweeping it, I wouldn't really like that, but let's say it happens. Maybe we have an S&T in these lows or something, and then here we start the market maker buy model, and we swap these highs. So pretty much that could be another opportunity, which I will highly suggest to stick to the first one I mentioned, so the shorting from the new week opening up, or the buying from the bounce, but still that could be an opportunity. So if we check out where the 6 a.m. candle open is, it's right here, 6 a.m. So either the question will be like, where did we created the 4-hour high and 4-hour low right now? Did we? Um, we have equal lows on ES and on NASDAQ. We have a slightly small SMT, but we still have the same highs, the same lows, same thing for a Dow. So really nothing on the chart yet. The only thing I see is that yes, did tap the new week opening up already, but besides that, nothing. So again, 4-hour cycles. This is our 4-hour low. So if price stops that, we already know that price is very in discount, and this is our week. That will be our current target. So as you can see, you can already frame discount premium. Do we have any 1-hour fair value gap there? Yes, we have this stack 1-hour arrays and a 15-minute fair value gap, probably, if not a 30-minute. I don't know why price ain't charging. Okay, so we have a 30-minute and 15 minutes here. Yeah. So that could be another opportunity for you if you like that. Yeah. Again, not high probability, not the highest probability on the day. We don't have any long-term low yet. We could potentially be for being creating that, but we should see something like this before that. So I would like this low to break and continue. So I'm a really bearish still. I don't see any long-term high either. So I would rather see something like this to confirm it. But everything can happen in these markets. They are wild. But again, um, let's find out. I want to stick to my outlook and use the new week opening up as my launchpad for the shorts, as it could be for the longs. But for now, this is pretty much the view I have on this market. So whether you like it or not, this is my outlook and bias. So if we close a bearish in sidebar on the 4 hour or a bullish in sidebar, I don't really care about executing today, because that will be just a low probability environment to me, and I'm not really comfortable trading an inside bar on the 4 hour. So if 6 a.m. becomes an inside bar, then probably 10 to 14 would be the displacement part. But is it worth it to be trading an inside bar? I don't really think so. So I might just stick to my main PDRA, which is the new week opening up. So that being said, hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna make a review and then more videos through the next days. This is just a small review of what can happen on Monday. Nothing really super useful yet, but just because we don't have many levels to play with yet. Very heavy market. We still need to price to build liquidity and deliver the main news on the week, which are CPI. So that's gonna be pretty much it. Also, guys, we had the shift, so now it's already 9 a.m. But if you're in Europe, um, it's a bit early. So take care of that too. And yeah, let's monitor this 5 a.m. and 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. candle, which made the high and low currently. So this is also another range you can use. Like if you don't think price is gonna move a lot, then we could use the 5 to 6 candle, 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. candle, and you get new highs and new lows. So one of this is gonna be taken. So if you find any high probability trade, which it could be like something like this, without forcing the low on the 4 hour, or either it could be the one I said previously. Could be a play like that, useful. But yeah, again, still range bound, nothing really super cool. So yeah, that's pretty much gonna be it for today, boys. Have a good day.